Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Marcella. Good morning, 1650 Mike. Good morning, Retta. How's everyone doing this morning? I hope you're drinking your water. I hope you're getting your rest. I hope that you're working your body out. You're clearing your mind. I hope you're meditating, clearing your field, choosing joy. Good morning, Dr. Paul. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to wait for more people to come in, if you don't mind. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much. I'm having so much fun with you every weekend. We're so excited to be here with you guys.
Down further.
Spirit says, wait a little bit longer. Good morning. Hello, Knockout Vixens. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I'm so excited for you guys to be here. Hello, everybody. Come on in. All are welcome. None are rejected. My name is Patience. I am your favorite spirit medium, host of Spirit News on all major platforms, where we bring you higher perspectives of linear views with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. That's just the name we gave them. I don't know if they gave it to me or if I made it up. I don't know. But I think it's really cool. And I think that it really describes their energy. They're very like loving and kind and they want to help. I'm very well. Thank you, Stephen. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. So, we're going to do a reading today. I was going to do a cold case, but I'm going to be honest, I was not really focused this week. I was very tired this week. And so I asked Spirit why I was so tired. I mean, not to mention that I've been staying a little later at work because it's a busy season at the bakery. So, hello everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, we've been a little tired this week. We've been trying to keep up with our body and moving our energy. It's a high energetic time right now. If you guys watch us, you know that we talk about the time jump and the new energies and the new earth frequencies, and they're going to require us to take more action to take care of ourselves, to move energy, to rest, to transmute, to drink more water for sure with the solar flares and the energy spikes. They're affecting our electromagnetic field, and so you're going to experience ups and downs like and not like before, but a little more quicker. You're going to notice faster manifestations, negative and positive. You're going to notice more intrusive thought. You're going to notice more like
Headaches.
aches and pains in your body, or times your body's going to be telling you you need to stretch more, things like that. So it's yes, and eating good food. Thank you, Martello. Eating good food, putting good things in your body. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, wife. Hello, nightmare. I'm sorry, that's your name. I'm sorry. Hello from Kansas. Hello. We're in Rhode Island. So just remember, guys, it's in this new energy, it's a different way of going forward. Intrusive thought, how so? Well, in my timeline, in my experience, there's constant intrusive thought that's being projected towards you by people, by archons, by, even people who don't even consciously know they're doing it, because we're electromagnetic and we all share energy. And we talked about this in our last, a couple days ago in our last live, but if you don't understand what is intrusive thought and what is your own thought, you could run and go and take that intrusive thought as your own, and lots of problems can arise because of that. So we did talk about that. I'm gonna make a TikTok about it because I did share a story from childhood where my guides helped me understand what intrusive thought is and taught me how to transmute it when I was like 5 or 6. So it's definitely a valuable lesson in that. I'll put it on our TikTok for your enjoyment. Everything Archie! Woo, woo, woo. What up, Archie? Long time no see. Long time no see. I hope all is well with you. Do you like Hole or Nirvana? Nirvana. We did a reading with Kurt Cobain. You should go check it out if that's your vibe. You'd be very surprised who someone may have teamed up with. You know what I'm saying? My negative energy stock bonds guy. What, you think he's sending you evil eye? Hello, Rick. Good morning. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I love you competitively. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. You guys are so funny. I love engaging with you. I love everyone's individuality, negative or positive. I love that everyone's here. I love that everyone's here. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good morning, Ray. Good morning. What time is it there? It is 6:05 a.m. Hello from California. I was born in California, actually. If I said I have no friends and I need a friend to keep from hurting myself, would you talk to me? Well, I would talk to you either way. You don't have to go to such an extreme for me to talk to you. I will talk to you. There's no judgment here, okay? Who's the messiest eater? You want to know something interesting? I don't know, usually when people ask first. Of course. Who doesn't want to know something interesting? Good morning. I miss Callie too. I'm new here. I'm from Guana. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Don't brag about California. I'm not bragging. I did love California, but the vibe is off from when I used to live there. The vibe's definitely off over there. Something's going on over there. Why are you sniffling? Do you have mold? No, I don't think so. I don't think I do. I don't know. I just woke up. I never stepped foot in Cali in my life. I'm 45. Well, your life's not over yet. Who knows? Maybe in another life, an alternate life, you already live in California. So you're like, meh. You're like, I'm doing it in another realm. Have you been on a TV show or something? No. No, this is the only TV I'm on. I was stationed 29 Palms years ago. Oh, well, lucky you. California is a beautiful place. I noticed the placement of my competitively in the sentence influences how people interpret the sentence. Well, there's like two ways you can interpret competitively. Like, it could mean like a bad thing or a good thing. I'm very neutral, so I didn't take it in any way, any direction, because I just didn't know. You know, I don't know why I said that. California is its own solar system. Oh, that's true. I tried so hard to move back to California, but Spirit, looking back now, Spirit's like, no, you're not gonna live here. We have other plans where you're not gonna be ruined by this town. You vape. You vape or give sloppy? Why your voice sound like this? It's just the way I sound, man. That's just the way I sound. I'm just born this way, you know? Okay, Spirit's like, come on. Oh, okay. Mold affects your sinuses. I think because I just woke up not too long ago, and we have allergies out here. We have certain things I'm allergic to in the yard, so I think every house probably has a little bit of mold, but nothing that's gonna affect me. All right, so I just wanted to connect with you guys, see what messages Spirit has for us. I was going to do a cold case file, but I don't know. I was not like, learning about energy with Spirit. In my observations, if you're not like completely compelled or called or pulled to do something and it's still kind of like, still on the fence, it's a good sign that you should wait. Spirit always says, don't rush. If you're not sure, just wait. So I'm just going to wait a bit. You're the same color as The Simpsons. It's my light. Lots of people say that. It's my light. But I like this warm lighting. Look at this. Let me see. I could be blue. I could be blue if you'd like. See, this color affects how I read the screen. I don't like that. There we go. Ah, warm is better, right? Yeah, it's like nice and warm. I like warm. I'm in Rhode Island. Spirit just said Kevin. So we're just going to tap into the energy. Like I said, I was going to um, do a cold case file, but I think I need to gather more components energetically. There's certain things, or there could be a message that needs to be given for someone. So I'm just going to honor what I'm getting and not force it, not try to change it, just kind of go with the flow. That's my very feminine energy where I'm not going to control what I think should happen, but just allow what should happen. So we did do a episode number 19, the newest episode of Spirit News that is titled The Rise of Divine Feminine Energy. If you want to understand your energy at this time, it's an excellent episode for you to listen to. We did it live. It was our first live broadcast. You can check it out on YouTube. I have a question for you guys. If anyone can help me, please message me. You can put in the comments. You can send an email. It's patiencewithspirit@gmail.com. But I having a hard time. I wanted to upload my YouTube live video to my podcast platform, but it's not letting me. So I didn't know. I thought I would be able to do that, but it's not letting me. So I haven't been able to upload it to all of the platforms for the podcast, like our iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, all those. So I'm wondering if anyone knows. If you can help me, I'd really, really appreciate that. Are you fooling people in the name of spirits? How did you split your eye open? The scar above your... Oh, well, I fell in the bathtub. I fell shaving my legs. I know, it's nothing, no crazy stories here. I just, Spirit said doubtful. I don't know, maybe I had some projection sent to me. I don't know. But I was definitely shaving my legs in the tub. And the soap I was using, I had one of my legs up, shaving my leg, and then, one of my legs down, and the soap just got under my foot. And I just slipped. So, yeah. That's it. That's not a crazy story. That's it. I feel like my mother was murdered by her boyfriend. Well, that would be quite a story. Yeah. I don't know if she was or not. But there's someone in your energy that was trying to point a finger. It says, who's the messiest eater? They may have created some kind of story and pointed the finger at you. What was your favorite family gathering as a child? They could have gathered together at some point and decided together, your family. It doesn't have to be your family. It could be your work family. It could be your actual family. It could be your in-laws. If you only had 24 hours left to live, what would you do? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Ugh, that's heavy. Yesterday I was taking a nap and it was so restless. And finally, when I fell asleep, I heard someone call my name. Patience. No, it was more like, patience. Patience. I was like that. And I woke up like, because it scared me, because someone said my name. That's my clairaudience. So there's definitely someone who in your energy who may only have 24 hours left to live, or 24 hours before they lose something, or they know that they're going to lose something, or something like that. Somebody who made a mess of their family, someone who separated their family and pointed a finger at you. Oh, there's so many things coming through. I can't read it all. If you have an abusive relationship and do not feel safe, hold a card. Who, me? Jawline on point. Why, thank you. 24 hours until your nose is fixed. Hey, I got what I got, you know? I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy to be alive. Crooked nose and all. It's just part of the ride, you know? I accept what I've been given, and I appreciate it, and I love it, and I got a lot of other good things, so it's not a big deal. All right. Who would you never want to have as a boss? And it's point the finger. It's point the finger again. So someone may have said that you're messy, or they try to make you seem as if you weren't a leader, or they may have told someone in your relationships, in your partnerships, they may have taken some kind of opportunity from you by saying that you're not a leader, that you're messy, you're not a good investment, that you're aggressive. Who would be more likely to cheat on a test? But this person in your energy is a cheater. They're like a natural cheater. Oh, this isn't supposed to be in here. An immigrant family in search of a better life. Oh, thank you, Eric. Can I... Thank you, Eric. Can I send you money like a good loser? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but it is very reminiscent of feminine masculine energy, where you can be a loser and a winner at the same time. You know, you can win and lose at the same time. You can be wrong and right at the same time. You know, if you want to listen more about that, you can go to that episode. It's on YouTube, so if you want to watch it. What is the raunchiest thing someone found on your computer? Who do you act nice around but secretly dislike? What story from your life comes to mind when you hear indulge? Someone tried to cheat their way into a better life instead of doing the work. They tried to cheat their way into a better life by making, there's some kind of opportunity you guys may have shared, or something that they knew, some opportunity that they knew about, that they tried to say that you weren't a good match for. They tried to restrict you. They tried to communicate to people that you're messy and that you're not a leadership. You're aggressive. You're not a leader. You don't have the skills to do something, whatever this is. I don't know if you have a work rival or something, or there's someone in your energy who feels that you're not capable of doing something, or but they're a cheater. They're someone who takes shortcuts. They're somebody who, it says, who do you secretly dislike? So it could possibly be someone in your energy that smiles in your face and pretends to like you. Composed. Someone that acts composed. They may have told a lot of people. May have indulged. I'm back. TikTok's crazy. Will me and Wade reconcile? I don't know, honey. Whatever's meant for you will be meant for you. If it's easy, then it's meant to be. If it's hurtful and it's hard and it's painful, then it's not for you. And that's how you know. She's not drunk. She's allergic to alcohol. I am, Sean. I am allergic to alcohol. How'd you know that? Did I tell you that before? I have said it a few times. I am allergic to alcohol. I don't do any drugs, you guys. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I thought your name said all around the way. Like that song by LL Cool J, Around the Way Girl. Still love you all, but tis biz something we should not listen to. I know she wants to help, but she is not the way. I'm not the way. I never claimed to be the way, but thank you for saying that. I follow Yeshua, and me and Yeshua talk all the time, and anyone can talk to Yeshua. Everyone is psychic, you guys. Everyone has an electromagnetic field. Everyone is a soul having a human experience. You have the ability to speak to Holy Divine Spirit and spirits that aren't good for you, and you should be learning how to distinguish between the two so you are not fooled. That absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, look who is stalking me. Who's stalking you? Man, there's so many people talking. I can't read them all. Will Caesar regret everything he did today and apologize? No, he won't. And if you need closure like that, then it's a sign that you have to let go. You have to be able to detach without needing an apology, without needing someone to admit they were wrong, because you may never ever get that. You cannot say I will be happy when they admit they were wrong and they hurt me, because people who hurt you in that way are never going to admit that they're wrong. And you have to just put that in your head and move on, because you have to be happy now, okay? Don't expose us. No one is stalking him. I'm very well, Kenny. How are you? I'm very well. Thank you for being here. Okay, future man, but God is all spirits. Everything is God. Everything is everything. So you're flawed in your perspective. In my perspective, everything is everything. So not talking to your ancestors, not talking to your spirit guides, not talking to your ascended masters that have paved the way before us for us to be here now is blasphemy, is wrong. To not honor them, to not go to them for guidance, to not thank them for what they do, that's blasphemous. That's wrong. That's denying God. Okay, it's the Mother, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. It's not the Father and the Son. You need a mother and a father to create life. For Holy Spirit to come down into this vessel, you need a mother and a father. So I believe in God. I'm here as God's messenger. Okay. I just want to say you're absolutely beautiful. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you so much. God is the only way. Falsities, yeah. I know it. Hey, I'm getting a significant sum of money in this coming week. Good for you. Good for you. I'm so excited for you. Absurd, I missed you. Where did you go? There's so many people talking. I'm so sorry. I can't keep up. So there's definitely someone in your energy that didn't want you to elevate. Okay, they could be very messy. They're trying to portray you as someone who is messy. They could possibly, it says if you only had 24 hours left to live. So there's something that they were doing a lot. It could be this pointing the finger at you, making you seem a certain way. My favorite family gathering as a child was Thanksgiving. So there could have been some kind of meeting had by this person and some of your family members during a holiday, during the Thanksgiving holiday. They were talking to each other about you. But this person takes shortcuts. There's some kind of shortcut they took for a better life. Um, I don't know. Let's see. They secretly dislike you, apparently. They secretly dislike you. We'll do our stare cards. Future man, I love that you're here and I want you to stay. But if you're going to keep being disruptive, then I got to get you out. Because I'm not going to keep getting distracted from a message that Spirit wants me to give. Okay, I'm sorry, future man. I wanted you to stay, but I just can't have you in here. I'm so sorry. Bye, future man. I wanted him to stay, but if you're gonna be disruptive, I gotta get you out. Everyone's welcome, but you gotta be playing nice, okay? I want you to stay, so please try to stay. Bye, future man. He loves you so much, you are hurting him by turning to tarot. Well, I'm not doing tarot, Grace. We're not doing tarot. We're playing stare. It's a game. So it's not tarot. It's not tarot that's evil. I'm not doing witchcraft. If you're going to be like future man, then I'm going to get you out too, okay? So please behave so you can stay. Because I want you to stay. I love you very much. Okay? The Holy Spirit lives in us, but that doesn't make everyone God. I like how she talks to us like children. Well, a lot of people are operating in their children energy still. They haven't grown up. They live in fear of fears that were created when they were a child. And so sometimes you have to talk to that inner child, that inner child within them that's longing for recognition, that's longing for safety, you know? Kick Sean Dinky out too. I don't know what he's saying. All right, Grace. I'm sorry, honey. I'm being so distracted in this reading. I wonder why. Literally have fortune tellers in the Bible. Yeah, you have prophets in the Bible. There's what we need to understand about energy is that here in this plane it's duality. It's good and bad. It's dark and light, wet and dry, up and down, masculine and feminine. And for every bad person that's not healed, that wants to use divination for their own selfish means, for every person that wants to go to a psychic who's lying, who doesn't have actual connection, who doesn't do the work, there are going to be other people on the other spectrum that do. There's both at the same time. And it's not the tarot cards that are evil. It's not these inanimate objects. That's why Spirit has us do game cards, because everything is energy here. Everything can be read. You can read a cloud. You can read axe markings. You can read tea leaves. And Spirit has us do that because everything is energy. It's not the inanimate object that's evil. It's you need to put your direction towards the person that's wielding it, that's using the tool that God gave us to understand energy. If you want to perceive everything that is psychic and divination as evil, then you may want to consider what your fear is about that, because I'm not over here using it to tap into people's energy. I understand cosmic law, and I only understand cosmic law because of my spirit team. If I were not in relationship with them, then a lot of people abuse the tools that God gives us to help us connect until we don't need these things to connect anymore. I'm not using these things because I have to. I'm using them for you guys. So you can understand when energy comes in and I'm reading it, you can read it with me because I want you guys to understand energy. I want you guys to have relationship with your own spirit team. Energy never lies. That's right. Exactly, Marlene. Energy never lies. People do. All right, I'm going to stop giving energy to these people. They're really here this morning. Someone doesn't want me to give this message out. There's someone in your energy that doesn't want you to know what they've done. Okay? They want you to there it may be people in your family or work or friend group that thinks that what you do is evil or that you're evil or they want people to view you that way because there's something that you have or that there's some kind of opportunity that they know about that that's an expansion pack. It's like it would if you knew about this opportunity, it would move you into a very creative trajectory. And so they don't want you to know that. They're trying to tell people that you're messy, that you're not a leader, you have no structure, all the things to make you look like you're not capable of taking this opportunity. Okay, so let's see. Telekinesis. Oh, I can't wait till my telekinesis is activated. You could be psychic. You could have spiritual abilities, or you could be tapped in, or you could be very intuitive. Help, my brakes don't work. And if if you only had 24 hours left to live, what would you do? There's someone in your energy that knows that they're going to die. They could possibly die in a car accident or something like that. Or they could have done something, or it could be metaphorical. They're trying to put the brakes on you. They're trying to stop you from moving forward. This could be Spirit's way of warning them, like, you don't want to do this. If you do this, you're going to seal your fate, something like that. Stop trying, because it says, what story from your life comes to mind when you hear indulge? So this is something that they do a lot, something that they try to do a lot to stop your opportunities. Okay. There's an elephant in the room. There's an elephant in the room. There's two people on the side. There's someone coming out of a hole. There could be people, visitors. Oh, those could be their spirit guides. They're like, don't do this. They're like, stop. Don't do it. They're trying to tell them to not do this. There could also be people witnessing like bad things happening to them. Witnessing them have like a lot of bad luck. It kind of reminds me of this sign I read. I was driving down the street and I passed a Wendy's and it said on the banner, misfortune awaits, lucky you. So there's something about this person. Wait a minute. Their spirit guides are like, don't do this. This isn't the answer. You need to stop doing this. If you keep doing this, it's going to be the end of you. You're really going to. So there's something their spirit's trying to warn them about, but they're not listening. They're not listening. Why aren't they listening? Oh, that's too many. Someone forgot to tell him to let go of the bowling ball. I told you something they can't let go of. Yeah, refusing to learn. Something they can't let go of. There's something they can't let go of. Something that's going to come crashing through. They're going to come crashing through a wall. There could also be potential possibility for arrest because I have a cop here. if this person can't let go of this narrative that they keep on trying to indulgently like solidify in their reality, it's not going to end good for them. Why are they so obsessed with making you look bad? Because they're mad at you? Because they're mad at you, or they're trying to place the blame on you for something? They're trying to
Wait and see.
Spirit said wait and see. Spirit saying wait and see. You guys have no idea what that signifies to me. It's like such a major, that phrase wait and see got me through so many hard times. It pulled me out of such dark times. Wait and see. So there's something about game, pin the tail and donkey, back up Foxy, you're getting warmer. Yeah, I told you they tried to point the finger at you. So there's something about them obsessing about trying to blame you for something because they told everyone one thing, and so they're obsessed with trying to make it stick, trying to pin it on you. They're obsessed with trying to make it so not everyone looks at them like they're a liar. That's really what it's about. They don't want to be embarrassed because of something that they said about you is not true. Yeah, they were showing off. They were trying to show off. Caught me by surprise a few weeks ago. They were trying to show off, or they're trying to appear to be a certain way that they're not. They portrayed themselves a certain way that they're not. And there's something about you that's calling them out because you're not the way that they said you were. So they're trying to change that. But Spirit says they should just let go of it. Just let go, because if you keep on doing this, it's not going to end good for you. Yeah, mess. They're making a mess. They're making a mess and expecting someone to clean it up. Yeah, they're expecting someone to, this could be some kind of mama's boy, or or they need to they could have like family members that clean that clean their mess up, or that used to clean their messes up, but now they don't have that anymore. And so the trouble that they've gotten themselves into is something that they can't get out of. So they keep on repeating over and over the same kind of pattern to try to fix what they did. But the pattern that they're repeating is not something that is going to fix what they did. Keys. There's something about something they have to give up. They may have to give up some keys. Keys to something. What is this keys to? Doesn't this look like bandits or something? Like old-timey bandits? They could have tried to steal something from you, or they could have stolen something, or I don't know why, but I want to say lockbox, something about a lockbox, or something that needs a key, something like a bank, one of those bank lockboxes maybe, or maybe there's a safe or something like that. Something that requires a key. They they teamed up with your, like I said, this is a group of people. So it could be up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people. There's two ringleaders. Um, I'm sorry, I'm not doing any co-hosting right now. There's two red bandanas and three blue ones. Hmm. There could potentially be three people who want to talk to you about this. Um, there's some kind of struggle going on between a group of 3 to 5 people. There's a few people that want to come forward to tell you about something. They're getting like Spirit is guiding them to tell you the truth about something. But then there's a couple people that are fighting this, that are fighting tooth and nail to continue the false narrative, because they don't want you to know something that they've been doing. It could possibly be about something in a lockbox or something, an opportunity. Ooh, they don't want me to talk. An opportunity. Just so you know, I'm just going to hide everyone that's talking about tarot cards because I ain't got time for it. Okay? Yeah, it's always a group against one person. Well, that's typically how it works in like a bully, this is like a bullying tactic. It's like when you have something to hide or when you want to have more control, you'll gather people, and try to flip the narrative to support their point of view, to because there's some kind of end game. Like there's a reason they're doing this. And it has something to do with a key, some kind of keys that you don't know about or something. There is something about one of these people who you usually or who used to have their mother clean their messes up or something, or someone of a parental figure clean their messes up, but this time it just maybe their mother passed away, and maybe that's who's trying to tell them to stop doing this, but they're not listening. You guys want to do 70s and 80s songs? It could be a house, maybe keys. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a house, Sandra says. So does Janine says that too. Yes, please remove the non-believers of spiritual gifts. Oh, thank you so much, Ghost Samurai. I like your name, Ghost Samurai. That's cool. My grandma passed away. She had a lockbox in her living room. Well, somebody's got the keys to it, and they're not telling you. There's something in there for you. Life is a gift. Yes, life is a gift. This whole experience is such a gift. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited to be here. I absolutely love the way that life is unfolding. I'm having so much fun co-creating with you guys in this magical way. I love it. Thank you so much. Let's do some 80s and 90s songs. We'll do some 80s and 90s song Spirit. Tell me more about this these keys, or what's going on with these people. I think one of them could potentially, it says, what would you do if you only had 24 hours left to live? So I don't know if that's a metaphor, if that's symbolic of like there's going to be a death to their, money, to their housing, stuff like that, or if it's literal. I'm not sure. 80s and 90s too. I like it all. The lockbox, take the word. All right. Spirit, please give us a song. Tell us what you want us to know. Oh, Spirit just said uncle. I told you this is people in your family. Spirit just said uncle. What about him? What's the raunchiest thing someone found on your computer? There may be things on this uncle's computer that, oh my gosh, my computer just turned off. Oh shit, just turned back on. Who may have things on his computer that he doesn't want you to know about or something, or the uncle, or you maybe in the past you had an uncle and you found something nasty on his computer. Well, that's the person, whether it's uncle, friend, coworker, that's the person that's involved in this. I heard one of the coven is deathly sick. That's too many. Heat is on. The heat is on. The heat is on. 1985, Glenn Frey. Tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? The heat is on. 1900s, the heat is on, you guys. Help, my brakes don't work. So, there are a group of people that are going through something. The heat is on. I don't think these people understand what their spirit guides are trying to tell them. I don't think they're listening. They're something that they can't let go of is so strong that they continue to keep doing the same things, and there's lots of things going wrong. The heat is on, for sure. You're the inspiration. You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. All I ever wanted. All I ever needed. I don't know the rest of the words. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I love the Eagles. Come fry during the solo days. The heat is on. The heat is on. You're the inspiration, Chicago. Chicago could be significant. Layla, Derek and the Dominoes. Layla, you got me on my knees. I'm begging, darling, please. Layla, 1972. Someone born in 1985, someone born in 1972. Such a superb songwriter. Both my baby and dad are from Chicago. Oh, how funny. You look amazing and so cute, darling. Oh, thanks, Joe. So there's definitely something about you being opposite of what these people said, for one, or what these people thought about you. It almost feels like needing you to be a certain way to justify not giving you something. Like some kind of perception of you needed to be had in their mind for you not to deserve something they took from you. Something like that. Because you're an inspiration. There's something about you being an inspiration. And there's something about the fact whatever they were saying wasn't true. So the heat is on. Riders of the Storm. Riders on the Storm. Doors. 1971. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. And Spirit said killer a second ago. Oh my gosh. Now remember, this could be metaphorical. It is not always literal. Spirit speaks in symbols and symbology. So let's not assume that the worst like that. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe that's this person's secret, or one of this person's secrets that they don't want to be revealed or something. Maybe you have the keys to their secrets. I have a rap song where I said I wrote this song for this person that in my life in the past that totally went out of their way to backstab me, which is fine, whatever. And then so I wrote this song to transmute it, and I said, "I'm the one who keeps your secrets. Would an enemy do that?" So there's something about you keeping their secrets, or their secrets or something, and there's something about possibly they think you're going to like out their secrets or something. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. That's so weird. It's by the Doors. Hmm. Drive the Cars, 1984. Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? I told you. Spirit keeps trying to tell this person or these people, stop it. Stop doing that. Are you going to stop when it's too late? Or do you have to lose everything before you stop? Like, how much do you have to lose before you finally stop? We keep telling you, we keep showing you, but you're not listening to us. Yeah, the heat is on, you guys. There's definitely something going down right now. Freedom. Freedom. Wham! Freedom. I don't want your freedom. I don't want to play around. Nothing's going to stop us now. Starship, 1987. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's going to stop us now. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. No, there's two people that are going down with the ship. They're like, we're in this. We're in this. We're gonna do this together. We're in till the end. That stuff's bullshit. There's nothing that can stop us. These people are being real ignorant. Once bitten, twice shy. Great White, 1989. My. I'm once bitten, twice shy, baby. My. I'm once bitten, twice shy. That kind of makes me feel about these people who want to come forward. There's a few people in this group that want to come to you and tell you something. They feel they feel compelled to do it. I said that in the beginning. If you don't feel pushed or pulled or guided to do something, to take action, and you're still not sure, then you wait. But if you do, if you feel that tug, that like inkling that you need to like step forward, you need to take an action towards something, not in a scary way, like out of fear, but like oh, I just really feel like I have to like go for a walk, or I just really feel like I gotta clean the house, just like small things like that. There's something like that there's a couple people in this group are feeling, and that's why we're really passionate about teaching you guys about energy, and we're learning in real time too. We aren't experts by any means. We learn in real time by telling you guys the things we learned that we've applied to our own life. We're like a walking experiment of spirit guidance for you. And in my experience, spirit gives you gentle nudges. It's not going to be a big slap in the face. You have to get yourself in a position where you can read your own spirit guidance, where you can feel into it, and that's like really part of the feminine energy. You don't have to do a ritual. You don't have to go into a transcendental state. You can just go for a walk. You can just be washing the dishes, just have a quiet mind. You could be cleaning. It's nothing that has to be like
too much evil,
some giant ritual that you have to like wait for the moon, and you don't have to do that. Spirit said too much evil. But they could be being overpowered by intrusive thought. No, don't do that. If you go tell them, then you're going to get in trouble. If you go and tell them, then you're going to lose everything. They have a lot of reservations, that or these two people are telling them, no, don't do that, you'll be a traitor. What are you, a snitch? Things like that, is the vibe. So there's like a group of people that are losing things, that have made a mess of something. There's their brakes on their car going, or they tried to put your brakes out, something like that. Or they tried to put the brakes on opportunities for you. What's the reason, though? What's the reason? What's the reason? What's going on here? Why is the heat on? Why are they freaking out? What's the reason? Because they're afraid you're going to remember something. They're afraid that you're going to remember something that they did, or they're also afraid that you're going to read their mind or
study the history,
study the history. They're afraid you're going to go back into their history and read something. I told you, you may have intuitive abilities or something. So they're trying to make you seem inadequate. So that way, if you say something that is accurate, if your character is flawed, then people won't pay that much attention to you. So they're hoping that their strategy to make you seem, like you don't know what you're talking about, will help to, if you do bring up something they've done, it will be cast aside as, nonsense or something. That's their hope and their wish for that. That you will not tell what they've done. They're always on the edge of their seat, waiting for you to reveal what they've done. But I don't think that you're really worried about it. There's something about your morality. They feel judged by you. They feel judged by you. They feel like there's something about you that calls them out. This is a fear. This is a projection. They think that you always call them out on their bullshit. And there's something that they've done that they are protesting against. And they've set some kind of strategy. I don't know if this is on a subconscious level, or they really went out of their way to do this, or they're just having a hard time admitting to themselves that they were wrong about you, because there's something about you
sliding door,
that's very moral. You have a high moral compass, and when they're in your presence, it's almost like you call them out without calling them out, and that's energy. They don't understand energy. What's happening is that your energy, in your high moral compass and your divine energy, makes them feel uncomfortable because of what they've done. So it's not you judging them, it's actually them judging themselves. So it's very interesting. They could be sitting up every day, hoping, wishing, praying, to the point of worshiping certain thoughts, or maybe they, worshipped something that they don't want you to know about, some kind of nightmare. Some kind of nightmare they created. They fear persecution. That's why they don't want to tell you. That's why they don't want you to know what they've done, because they fear your judgment. But really, it's their own judgment of themselves, because you're the one who's in divine energy, which you're not judging them. You're not. But there's something that they've done that they feel requires judgment. That's so funny, because just this morning, and I didn't know if I just wanted to be left alone and live my own life. Absolutely, Ray. And you should be able to do that. Explain the cupboard doors opening in my home by themselves. Walls, knocks, lights on, off. My home's shaking. Humans running from my home scared. I could go on, but I won't. Sounds like you got a haunted house. Sounds like you got energy or there's some kind of spirit living in your house trying to scare you. Oh my gosh, McFly said, Coochie look evil. But you spelled coochie wrong because it's what you said is couchy. Couchy look evil. That's so funny. Ghost Samurai is making that up. I don't know, Victoria. I've had that experience myself. I experience supernatural things all the time, ever since I was a child. I've mastered reading G, the signs. So they're living in a nightmare because they every thought they think is about if you know what they did. If they know what they did about trying to have dominance over you or trying to pull the strings in some way, trying to lack of sleep, headache, pressure, they're the ones that are stressed out and you're the one who appears calm. Um, I was just
Red scratches may appear.
I was just saying this morning to myself, I had a download about basically, like, I don't know how to start it, but like, basically, in a nutshell, if you are doing something that you don't want people to know you're doing, then that's a sign that you probably shouldn't do it. If you would be, and maybe not everything, but for the most part, like if you're doing something that you know people wouldn't approve of, or that you would be judged for, or that would make you appear to be not a trustworthy person, then you probably shouldn't do it. That's the gauge. If you're doing things that you know people would not trust you if they knew you did that, then why would you want to do it? You know, why would you want to do it? Of course you're going to live a life of fear if you've done a lot of things like that. And some people ignore that feeling and they do it anyway because they want to be part of a crowd or they're trying to get something out of it. And so when they come across somebody in this time we're going into, because of the energy shift, you're going to, which I'm so proud of, we're going to have more and more people who are activated, who are healing, who are walking in their divine inheritance. And it's going to pull out the darkness of people who haven't released or let go of their regrets, of their things that they regret doing. And so this group regrets doing something to you and they did something that they know they're going to receive judgment for. They could potentially be getting arrested for it. And they don't want you to know. But the fact that you're calm, cool and collected, that you're showing people that you're consistent in your attitude and the way you show up. There's something about the way you show up is proving that they're the ones who have created some kind of mess that they can't get out of. Okay, and so they're afraid of you sharing something. There's a couple people who want to come to you. What is it that they've done? Cody. Spirit just said Cody. I don't know if you have someone named Cody. There could be someone named Cody who wants to tell you what someone's done. Perhaps an uncle. What an uncle's done to you. Self-love. Because this person sees that you're not what this person said you are. That you know, you're living your life. You got a fam. Oh my gosh, look, here's keys. Keys. Look, keys. This picture has a couple with keys. Yeah, it could be a house. Something about a house. Something about, I told you, something about wealth, something that belongs to you, some kind of investment opportunity. I told you. This person, there's many people who are going mad, disturbance. That may be my brother. All my friends are dead. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. How can we help? How can we fix it? So there's a couple people who want to come forward. Spirit said Cody.
Text.
There could be someone who's trying to leave, like take a plane somewhere. There's a lot of accidents that are going to happen. Possibly a plane crash or a car crash or something about a fire. There's lots of things going on. Someone's house could be haunted. There's like this group of people is going through stress, and they're not equating it to what they did. You know, there's something about what they did is directly correlated to some kind of disturbances they're having in their environment, especially when it comes to mood fluctuations, when it comes to how they're showing up like in the world. They could possibly have mood swings and anger problems, flying off the handle, yelling a lot, you know, things like that. What else? What else? What else do you want us to know about this? I'll do a mind trap. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you so much. Question. We'll do a mind trap. King Tut. Oh, King Tootie. King Tutankhamun died 120 years after King Eros was born. Their combined ages when they died was 100 years. King Eros died in the year 40 BC. In what year was King Tut born? King Tut was born in 20 BC. There are 120 years between the birth of King Eros and the death of King Tut, but since their ages amounted to only 100 years, they must have been 20 years when neither existed. This period would be the period between the death of King Eros and the birth of King Tut. Something about death and birth. Well, I know that King Tut died as a child from a head trauma because his father, because his father Akhenaten was trying to bring together everyone under the sun. Amun-Ra, Akhenaten, believed in sun worship under one god. And it was a lot of, and I have worship right here. Your family may have worshipped something else. And because you worshipped something else, I don't know, there's something about you. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a metaphor, like the same kind of story, like you're some kind of golden child. Seer. Spirit said seer. You're the seer of the family. Your family could have been jealous or something and protested against this. Like, there's no way it could be you. They may have some kind of strong religious beliefs that keep them from seeing you in this way. And so that's one of the reasons, one of 100 reasons why they came against you, because they couldn't believe that you would know anything about, I don't know, whatever they believe in. But you were born this way. You were a born seer. You were born a golden child. Tell me more about that. They took her from the Aztec religion, worshipped money and magic. Interesting. Thanks for the follows, guys. 7:08 on the clock. My mother's birthday is 7/8. Interesting. Question. Since a person uses about the same amount of energy walking for 10 kilometers as running for 10 kilometers, would a person use more energy running for 10 minutes, walking for 10 minutes, or is the same amount of energy spent? In the first situation, the measurement was distance, so the runner would finish much earlier than the person walking. Therefore, the amount of energy spent would be approximately the same. In the second situation, the measurement is time, and a person who runs for 10 minutes will cover a much greater distance and therefore burn more energy than the person walking for 10 minutes. So there's something about energy, something that they put their energy into and something you put your energy into. They had the same, there's something about like wanting the same outcome, but
Hourglass.
but for different inputs of energy. You both put energy into different things, and you didn't have to spend so much energy to get the same results as what these people wanted. So that's why they're mad at you, because you're doing something that they, I don't know, they can't comprehend it or something. They don't understand energy. They're putting their energy into something that's being mirrored back to them. Ooh, my scar is tingling. I'm like Harry Potter, you guys. My scar is tingling. Girl, you're up so early. Hell yeah, I wake up at 3 every morning. Mental exhaustion is different from physical. Yeah, absolutely. There's also something about what they chose to put their energy into and what you chose to put. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. I love ya. Thank you. And something that you put your energy into. You both put your energy into things that you thought were important, but that what they put their energy into is being reflected back to them with accuracy right now. And what you put your energy into is being reflected to you with accuracy. So there's something about what you've poured into. Spirit wants you to know that you've it kind of reminds me of the rabbit and the tortoise. The race, you were taking your time, you were listening, you were self-loving yourself, you were putting all your ducks in a row, and they were just trying to pull strings, and they were trying to be deceitful, and they were trying to do a smear campaign, and like things like that. They were in their shadow. They're trying to climb an icy hill, but now they've been knocked off the hill. Their body, their bodies sprawled on the floor in a pool of blood, a single bullet hole in his head. A suicide note lay on the table. Since I've lost the use of my legs, I have no reason to live. I'm tired of relying on the good will of Sid Shady to bring me my weekly supplies. I leave my fortune to him. Wow. Wow. Uh, wow. Um, like I said, there's just a group of people where, you know, they're losing their body, they're losing their jobs, they're losing their cars, they're losing money. They may have had something may have been left to you where possibly something that has to do with a fortune that they receive weekly. So there's something that some kind of like annuity where they get a lump sum of money every week that belongs to you. But they signed it in blood. They stole this from you, and they've been receiving it. But now that all these things are going wrong because they did this, and they don't understand why it's happening to them, and they may not want to be here anymore because of the hole they've dug for themselves. And they're sitting at home wondering, you know, how is this happening to me?
Cat dog.
What did I do to deserve this? And that's what's going wrong. That's where spirit's like, hello, like, don't, are you stupid? Are you dumb? Like, spirit doesn't talk like that, but spirit's definitely like, you have to admit to yourself what's going on here, or you're gonna just, these are repeated cycles from long time ago. This person does this every life they live. They go through the same cycle. I really, really hope that, you know, one of these alternate lifetimes they can overcome this trap they put themselves in all the time, because they're in a loop. They're definitely in some kind of loop where they're always lying, where they're always bending the truth, where they're always trying to take from people and be sneaky. In every life, you know, the same thing happens. They end up, they end up, I know I can't say it, but, and that's why they keep doing it over. But, you know, Spirit says one of these days they're going to get out of it. One of these days, one of these lifetimes is going to be the one where they stop doing this, you know? And apparently you're there in every life to wake them up. And they always come against you in this way, and they never wake up. Something like that. How can I help them all out with money, and they ran their mouths about me, so I left. Yeah, absolutely, Ray. You should. You know, people take advantage of kind people, and I don't know why. It's some kind of weird, it's like because they can't imagine themselves being kind and stuff, they have to like they view it as a weakness or something. It's very sad. Okay? It's very sad. How can we heal it? Yeah, they sacrificed you. They really sacrificed themselves, honestly. They tried to sacrifice you by stealing from you, by not valuing your existence, by creating some kind of smear campaign to make it okay to take this from you. So they tried to sacrifice you, but they ended up being the one in the illusion. They ended up being the one in pain, in depression,
She's
obsessed,
in the back seat.
addiction. So they try to sacrifice you, but because you aren't in that energy, their sacrifice went back to them. Because that's how energy works. You can't send energy to someone who's not in that energy. It has to go somewhere. And energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be recycled. It can be redirected. It can be, it can be changed into something else. But you refuse to claim this energy. You're like, I don't claim it. Just like Ray said, I walked away. So by you walking away, that energy they were projecting at you had to go somewhere. It's going back to them. Gratitude. Yeah, because you're walking in gratitude. Like we were saying, life is beautiful. Abundance is a state of mind. These people were not in an abundant mindset. They came across some kind of large lump sum of money, and it became all about that. All about finding a way to make it so you can't have it. But really, but you're the one who's the most abundant. You're the one who's the most abundant here. So, Spirit says stay grounded at this time. Choose kindness. Look, stay kind, choose kindness. That's what's going to get you through this. You give true offerings.
Enjoying water.
echoing laughter. Stay happy, stay laughing, find the joy in things, and let this kind of play out on its own. There's nothing that you need to do. This is just the people that's in your energy. They're watching you be grounded. They're watching you be in gratitude. They're understanding through your example that abundance is a state of mind, and you might not have a lump sum of money, but you're happy. And that's one thing that they're not. Okay. So I hope this helps in any way. I love you so much. Tomorrow we're going to do Coco Chanel. So I've been getting some downloads from Coco Chanel. So if you want to join us, we'll be here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We're here every weekend, every Saturday, Sunday morning at 6 a.m. To do a reading. And I love you so much. Thank you for all the engagement. Thank you so much for all the likes, the follows, the shares and subscribes. We really appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.